When we look at our financial aspects, we often tend to focus on the areas where we get instant gratification, such as investing. Because you can see an investment growing, it gives us instant gratification. We often don't focus on legal documents that we may not know if we need to utilize or when we need to utilize. We need to shift this, and it should be the exact opposite. Because we don't know when we may pass away, completing your will needs to be done immediately. Not having a will in place can cause extreme turmoil for your family if you don't have a will completed. It can also cause a lot of stress and work for those who need to settle an estate if you haven't completed your will. This is also the same for a power of attorney or a health directive. When completing your financial plan and we go through the will section, we'll have you complete our will questionnaire. I often find that wills are quite templated. We don't want to complete a templated will for you. We want to talk about the assets that you have and exactly what you want to have happen. If you're married and if you have children, if you have a split family, these are the times when it's crucial that you have a will in place. Business owners and partnerships, it is also mandatory that you have an agreement in place. In the event of a business partner becoming disabled, maybe going through a separation or even passing away, you need to know how to deal with those situations today, not when it's too late and something's already happened. The other thing that a legal document provides, and what we really try to focus on, is the tax aspect of these legal documents. So for example, who you leave certain assets to creates a different tax position for the person that has passed away. We really want to focus on making your estate to be the most tax efficient way that we can. We all spend our whole lifetime creating our wealth and our family units, and we spend so much time building it up and such little time trying to plan where it should go. We also really try to encourage our family units to have meetings and really discuss our wills and what we are stating. For whatever reason, we've been taught to not talk about our will and not talk about what we want to have happen with our assets. And we really encourage these family meetings to occur so that everybody knows. It's not necessary to make it a secret who will settle your estate or where your assets will go. It'll just create a more smooth and positive process when your estate does need to get settled. A will is one of the most important documents you will ever get completed through your lifetime. The two big reasons why most people don't complete a will is that they don't know what it should say, who to name as guardian, for example, and they don't want to pay for it. Feeling this way is completely ridiculous. Our wealth, our families, and our kids are the number one thing that's the most important to us, and yet we spend so little time making sure they're taken care of and planning for when we do pass away. Speaking from experience, not having a will in place can cause extreme turmoil amongst families. Most 18-year-olds do not know what to do with any amount of assets if they were to inherit money when they're 18 years old. It is mandatory that you have a will set up and trusts in place to ensure your kids don't inherit your money when they turn 18. Families have fallen apart because people haven't either completed their will or they haven't talked about what their will said or set their will up in the right ways. If you have multiple children and a farm or an asset, for example, that you think that your family wants to inherit three ways, most times this isn't the case and it will tear a family apart. It's so important to talk with your families about what they would like to inherit, not what you would like to give them. We often get romantic about wanting to keep certain assets within the family, and it often just tears our families apart. It's human nature to spend so much time planning something such as a vacation and allocating budget towards taking a holiday, and such little time and resources allocated to planning your will and protecting your assets. Do yourself a favor and review all of the possible legal documents that you may need from a personal and a business point of view. Once you get these documents in place and in order exactly how you would like to have them done, you will feel the peace of mind of knowing everything is taken care of in the event of any situation from happening.